Hi, my name is Prateek, and this is my second coursework on global marketing. In this, we have to compare advertisements in different countries using Hofstede's culture dimension guidance. What is Hofstede's culture dimensions? It is basically have six dimensions: power distance, individualism, masculinity, uncertainty avoidance, a long-term orientation, and indulgence. The countries that have chosen to compare the advertisements are India and United Kingdom. in India. India is the largest democratic country in the world. The population is about 1.3 billion. The major language that is spoken in India is Hindi and English, and the major religions in India is Hinduism, Islamic, Christianity, Sikhism, and Buddhism. This is the offset dimensions of India. As you can see that the power distance is 77 is the very high, and the masculinity is also above half, above 50, and the long-term orientation is above 50. What this tells that power distance India scores high for the dimension 77, which indicates a high level of inequality in regards to power and wealth within the society. Individualism. India is a society with a clear collectivistic trait as it scores a 48 of this dimension. This indicates that there is a high preference for belonging to a large social framework. Masculinity. India is considered a masculine country with a score of 56 on this dimension. India is very masculine in terms of visual display of success and power, despite the fact that it scored barely above the mid-range. Uncertainty avoidance. In this country, there is acceptance of imperfection. Nothing has to be perfect, no has to go exactly as planned. Traditionally, India is a patient country where tolerance for the unexpected is high. Long term orientation. Time is not linear, it is uh, polychromic and thus not as important as to Western societies, who perceive time in a monochromic manner and usually score low in these dimensions. Indulgence. India has a low indulgence, meaning that it is a culture of restraint. Societies with a low score in this dimension have a tendency to criticism and pessimism. And the second country that I've chosen is United Kingdom. In this, the population is 66 billion. The United Kingdom has a diverse set of overseas born populations. Always be punctual in England. Arriving a few minutes earlier for safety is acceptable. In England, English is the official language, but it should be noted that the Queen's English and American English are very different. United Kingdom. As you can see that United Kingdom have high individualism and the masculinity is also high and long-term orientation is above 50 and indulgence is also 69. United Kingdom. Power distance, indulgence culturally, the UK scores low for power distance, a measure to the extent to which less powerful members of society accept that an equal distribution of power. Individualism. The UK score highly for individualism, which refers to the degree of which a person refer image is defined in terms of I or we. As an individualistic country, people in the UK accept to take care of themselves and their immediate family and to be less invested in society or their community. Masculinity. The UK is considered a fairly masculine country under Hofstede's analysis. UK society tends to value competition, achievements, and success and place less value on attributes such as getting on well with others. Uncertainty avoidance. The UK shows low interest in uncertainty avoidance, meaning the people from the society are comfortable with the uncertainty and can tolerate a lack of information about what the future will hold. Long-term orientation. The UK scores only naturally for its time orientation. This describes how a society recalls present challenges while still retaining links to the past. Indulgence. UK is shown to have weak impulse control on the tendency to try to release their desires. In this society, it's more acceptable to act as you please, and people value leisure time and freedom of expression. India and United Kingdom. As you can see that India is in the blue and United Kingdom is in purple. And India have more power distance than UK. Individualism in UK are higher than India, and masculinity is also high in UK. And the long-term orientation are equal. Indulgence are also high in UK. I'm using beer advertisements in India. As in India, advertisement of an alcoholic product is banned as per the Cable Television Network Amendment Bill from 2000. But there is a huge market of alcoholic beverages, so companies have to use surrogate weight to promote their product. So in this advertisement, company is trying to promote the product with the soda zero. Offset dimension culture of advertisement in India. Power distance. As India is a power distant country, so as in the advertisement, they took help of celebrity to help the product promotion. But the advert doesn't show any inequality. Collectivism. Indians like to be in group, and so this advertisement you can see the group party. Masculinity. In this advertisement, the company have both masculinity and femininity, as the advertisement was socially careful because it was not allowed to show alcohol adverts, and it is also power driven with the use of celebrity. Uncertainty avoidance. This advertisement is bit long, and but it was the popular singer that made it acceptable by the people. Long-term orientation. In this advertisement, they use all-time favorite song of people and remixed it, which makes this advertisement more long-term oriented. Beer advertisement in United Kingdom. In United Kingdom, it is legal to show beer advertisement on television. So in this advertisement, you can directly see they are talking about the beer. Offsets culture dimension advertisements in United Kingdom. Power distance. In the video, it's shown that everyone is equal as everyone is walking on the street and eating food together. Individualism. In this video, it shows that the advertisement is concentrated on one individual. Masculinity. This advert is socially acceptable as the beer consumption is very high and it is legal to show the advert about beers. Uncertainty avoidance. It is the perfect advert with perfect length and the animation done were also good as the avoidance is very low in UK. Long-term orientation. They used actor which is very famous in UK which makes this advert a long-term oriented. So conclusion. According to the advertisement, both advertisement met the offset culture dimension of their countries, as all the six dimensions in the advert were same as the dimensions of the very country. In India, all the alcohol selling brands are using the surrogate way to promote the product, but the products they are using for as a promotion, sometimes they even doesn't exist. They can be a big problem for the company in long term. Using celebrities are the best way to promote the products. And this is the bibliography, and these are the references that I've used to make this presentation. Thank you.